Good morning. I am struggling. The thought of what it took that father to turn his son in just fucking breaks my heart for both of them. Even though I'm upset with that kid, I'm a father. I have 4 girls, 2 boys. I don't think I have it in me to do something like that. I think of Andrew and I just think there's no fucking way. And I know it's the right thing. And I'm just, my heart is fucking broken right now for that father who had to do the hardest thing ever, to condemn his son. And I just need to talk about it and get it out, because it's gonna fuck with me all day if I don't. It fucked with me in the gym hard. Like I'm just bawling in the fucking gym, not trying to make eye contact with anybody. And I don't want to have a conversation with anybody about it either. I just want to isolate about this right now at least, and just fucking do this. I don't have to hear anybody or see anybody, about it, about how I feel about it. Because this particular situation, regardless of whatever, just fucking breaks my heart. Any of my kids, not just my son, but Grayson's just, he's 7, so when I think of one of my sons, I think of my oldest, and like the look, the eye contact, the conversation that was made. That is the hardest thing a father could do, is to condemn his son. Because he probably will get either life in prison or he'll get the death penalty if proven guilty in a court of law. And if his father turned him in, then there's something that his father knows that will come out. He was the judge, jury, and executioner in this situation. And although his son will be accountable for his actions, his father put him in there. And it just breaks my heart that we live in a world that I've been in my world for over a year, for fucking years, my world, and things came into my world that were bullshit or not real, my paranoia, all that, that was my world. So I've been in my own world for so long. I've avoided news. Just the major current events, because I don't want to feel like this. Because I know if I pay attention enough, then all I'm going to do is feel pain. When I think of the look that girl had on the train, looking up at that man, that image that they post on the internet, it just fucking breaks my heart. And it's just everywhere. It's not just these 2 things. It's happening all the time. And I'm not gonna sit here and blame anybody. It's the world. And I know that, like that story of the picture that was torn up in pieces of the world, and the father gives it to the son, and the son puts it back together quickly. And he says, I flipped over the pieces. There was a picture of a man, and I fixed the man, and the world fixed itself. But how many times are we seeing broken people? And I just don't want to see it. I'm not going to sit here and say I ever got loaded over it, because I can say with conviction that I never have. I've been so self-centered and so selfish in my own world and my own shit that I could care less about what was going on in the world. But now that I'm clean and I'm focused and I'm working on myself and I want to help people and I want to give everybody a fucking hug, my heart is fucking broken. And I know that it's just part of like the way it is. There's nothing I can do about it, really. The only thing I can really do about it is what I do in terms of the next right thing. And if I just keep doing that, I know that the world will be a little bit better because I'm in it. Maybe a dent. I hope. I hope when I'm going to be, like when I'm about to pass and when I die, that dash that I talk about, they say he made a little bit of a difference in the world. He made the world a little bit better. First he did it, and then he did. But in the meantime, when I see this kind of stuff, I can't let it affect me this hard. And it's almost impossible to not. But I know it is impossible to do that. And I need to stop thinking about what happened when they talked, and how they looked at each other, and the argument that happened. This was a life or death argument. And I just keep thinking over and over and over again about it. And I think of the kids that are without a father and the wife. And that if this is the case, then at least there'll be some form of justice. And I need to remember that God loves everybody, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I know that's hard to say, because how can God love somebody who does terrible acts? I just think of that movie, The Shack, and I try to use that as a point of reference. And maybe start having a little more gratitude in my life. And I know I pitch gratitude over and over again, but there can always be more gratitude. And if I have to dig deep enough, I can be grateful that I can see color, that there are trees, that I can breathe, that I can walk, that I can talk, that I can taste and smell, that my car's working, that I'm not on fire, that I'm not in that situation personally, that I'm clean today. Alive, that I'm not in treatment, that I get to see my kids every morning, and I get to tell them good night every night, and and that they love me and I love them back. And our power's on, and water's not getting shut off, and cars aren't getting taken away, and I don't have to worry about if the landlord's going to extend my lease. And then I have a friend coming over to help me clear out the garage. And I had a friend come over and help me clean out their room. And they have clothes, they have shoes, and I bought their pictures today, and I can afford to do that. And I'm healthy. That I've given myself a good chance to not pass away at 49 like my mom did. That I don't have what my mother had. That I'm not living in my car like she was. Because come next year would be about the time that my mom started to live in her car. And I've made sure that that's not going to happen for me. That I have a job, that I'm not starving. That I have over a year clean. More importantly, I didn't get loaded last night. It's more important than a year clean, that I'm clean today. That I've used that same approach every day. That I'm exactly where I need to be, and I'm feeling exactly what I need to feel. And I'm going through exactly what I need to be going through. And that I don't get to control other people. And I don't have to control other people. And then I have a good chance that I'll have another 24 hours of life. But I don't get to know that. I'm grateful for that too. I'm grateful for not having a crystal ball. Because that would be a scary fucking ball. And then I'm grateful for all the people that I've met, even the ones that don't want to talk to me anymore. I'm grateful for Rona that came into my life, Whitney that came into my life. I'm grateful for Sarah, Amanda, my sponsor, Ron and Kat, and everybody that I have in my life right now. I'm not going to use this as like a fucking I'm grateful for all the good, the bad, and the ugly that's happened, that will happen. And I'm grateful that I can use this practice to calm the fuck down and be a little better. There's no way I go into work the way I was a minute ago and think that I'm going to perform at a high level, which my kids need me to. It's fucking September, which means that Christmas is right around the corner, which means that I have like fucking 8 paychecks until it's Christmas. 12 paychecks until it's Christmas, whatever it is. 4, 8, 12. Yeah. So I need to perform at a high level so I can afford Christmas, all my bills, and be able to live. And it starts with right in there today, going in there, grinding, making sure that I am able to do that. So I'm grateful I have this opportunity to do that, and I don't have to stress over it today. That's all I got. That's all I want to get.